Hello, hey everybody, how are you doing? What is going on? MCoC Mario, Jacob, Roxas, what's up, buddies? Apologize for the delay. Had a few, actually a channel related thing at the very last second here, but then I had a work related item pop up that would be interesting to no one but myself. So we won't waste time on that at all. Steve, what's up, dude? Hey, I apologize if I'm confusing you with someone else. I'll blame it on having a concussion recently. But did you retire from the game, buddy, or am I confusing you with someone else? And if I am, I apologize. But if you're back, thank you so much for coming back and checking out the stream. I got, like I said, I had a few things pop up. I hate it. I hate having that stream loading on there for when the stream's actually supposed to have started. So I wanted to shut it down, but I think we're all set up now. I got my timer going. I got the chat going. Kingslayer, what's up, dude? You posted the poll and I voted on it and I was very excited for it. Was it Killmonger? Was it Killmonger versus... it was a champion that I really enjoy and I wanted to see their damage versus... Man, Falcon, what's up? I'm going to pull that up. Kingslayer, if you don't mind. Chat. If anyone's not familiar with him, please check out his channel. Excellent stuff. Really entertaining. He and I got our start kind of around the same time. And man, I don't know how to operate the actual YouTube website like I do the mobile app. Let's see here. That's awesome, Steve. Thank you so much for doing that. How is retirement treating you? I know some people miss the game almost immediately, and others could not be more excited that they have a little bit more free time. Hitmonkey versus Mole Man. That's what I wanted to see. So Kingslayer, if you're listening, buddy, please, please, please. I see that it's losing right now. If anyone could do me a favor, go check out Kingslayer MCoC, and you'll see in his latest community poll, vote for Hitmonkey versus Mole Man. Let's do that. I think I would enjoy seeing that a lot more. Clearly, I am different than the rest of the community who's already voted, because the other group is winning by a good margin. But selfishly, that's who I would love to see. Street Joy, what's up? Thank you so much for stopping by. All right. So we're going to jump into this. This is kind of continuing on with the love as a battle realm, or love as a battlefield, which I think is a play off of, is that Pat Benatar? I think it's Pat Benatar. That's even old for me, to be honest. It's even old for me. That's before my time. Zillion, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Sweet card, dude. I really like that card you got there. Roni, hey, Vega, hey, how's it going, buddy? Street Joy, should I unlock recoil 1 or greater cruelty for Corvus specifically? I'm never great with specifically remembering the names. Let me check a look at that. I know which one recoil is, and my instinct is definitely recoil, so that you could get your way into the true suicides there. You would benefit quite a bit from the true suicides. So you could get with the Double Edge and Liquid Courage. I always call them the Bleed and the Poison one. So I would go with that instead of the Greater Cruelty. If I'm wrong on that, though, folks, please please speak up in the chat. Hey, thank you so much for joining. And Champ June, People's Champ, how are you doing? I just got a 5-star Corvus, but it was a Doom rollover. Ooh. I'm sorry, dude, because I will say, I always, if people say, like, who's your favorite champ? The first one that always comes to mind for me is Doom. We know how much he can do. He's clearly built to continue on in the meta of the game. He's so new. Corvus is Corvus. I just took him up to rank 3. I resisted it with the 6-star for so long because I had the maxed out 5. And I thought, well, that's plenty. I don't really need more. But I had the Cosmic Gem, or not the Cosmic Gem. I had the Cosmic Tier 5 CC, and I had a duped Corvus for a while. I finally did it. And I'm not someone who says that I don't love AQ, but I don't hate it. And you know why I don't hate it? It's because I have a rank 3 Corvus. Like, it is a different machine. The only reason I haven't put out a video on him yet is I figure everyone's seen rank 3 Corvus, right? Like, he hits really hard. He's great with suicides. His sig ability will save you. It's really cool. It's really fun. But that's, I'm totally impressed by it. But that's why I haven't put that out there. So I think that's a great consolation prize. Adam, what's up? People's Champ saying hi to everyone. That's great. Paul, should I get my next 6-star from the side quest? Get my 6-star. Should I get my next 6-star from the side quest rewards today? I think if that's a question, yes, go for it. Of course. Why not? If there's a reason why not to, let me know. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. Zillion Yet always gives... Dude, his cards it's really cool. It is really, really cool. He spends a ton of time on those things. Coming up with a design, like they're different every season. And then low tech as I am, just to even be able to get the champions out like that. It looks beautiful. He really does a fantastic job, and I appreciate the heck out of it. And like, I can't believe I just get a card for being in the Alliance. Like, I feel lucky that I'm in the Alliance, and then I get a card too. Okay, thank you. I know, it was Doom. I know. Corvus is nice, but it was Doom. I'm with you. I really am. I feel you. I do. But there you go. Streetjoy thinks Corvus is better than Doom. Some people might disagree, but I think that's a reasonable take. If anyone tells you you're just flat wrong on that, then they're wrong. Like, they're both excellent. They're both amazing. That's why as I continue to do the champion rankings, it's really about tiers. Like, to say that Corvus is better than Doom, like, I don't know. What's the defender? What's the node? There's going to be fights where, like, a Dr. Octopus will be better than both of them. Well, I don't know about better. Yeah, no, there are. There actually are. Okay. Angel Smith, Doom sucks. Okay. Think being funny there, though. Sugar Tax. I don't think you should unlock recoil until you have enough to unlock suicides as well. There is a logic to that too, for sure. So if we're still on that, there is definitely a logic to that, because all that's really going to do is increase the special, but you'll still be taking the damage. Then without the suicides, you're not really healing back up, which would help offset it. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me as you logically think it through in the steps. I appreciate other people. I appreciate other people in the chat jumping in. I think that is a logical conclusion. So yeah. D-Boss, rank 3 Captain Marvel movies, 660, or rank 3 Corvus, 65. At that point, I would probably go Corvus. I always default to who you enjoy more. Those are two champions that, as I was talking about with Doom and Corvus, they're in the same realm. They're in the same tier. Captain Marvel movie is going to be better for some stuff than Corvus is, back and forth. A lot of it's going to be, what do you enjoy? Who do you enjoy using? And although I tend to think that the SIG on Captain Marvel movie is really important, like, I'm very satisfied with my my 5-star because she's SIG 200, and my 6-star I think is only SIG like 40. So I didn't even consider taking her to rank 3. I've had a lot of very, very smart players tell me they think just even the basic awakening with Captain Marvel movie is plenty, and then all the extra SIG levels are just a really beautiful bonus. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. Okay, I like. Thanks, Rez. Thanks for giving more advice. Chat's always smart. Crowdsource this stuff. Get a lot of opinions because you're going to get people who've had different experiences, and that matters. The cores are expensive. Chris, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Patel, thank you so much. Michael, I'm enjoying Ghost at rank 3. Yesterday, I tried to play her a little bit without Wasp, and I don't think I was quite ready for that step, but I'm enjoying just getting back in the flow of it. Like I've said it quite a few times that I'll go ahead and put on that boost, that love boost here. That's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to clear it, but really I'm just trying to have fun with Ghost and get back in the flow with her. And it's fun stuff to do. I don't think anyone's going to be joining on the voice call today, and so I want to be able to spend a little more time with the chat. But I'm loving her. I'm having a great time with her. She's everything that I remember her being. And it's really been like 2 years since I've truly played her for more than like, okay, I need her for this lane here or what have you. There have been continuous developments on how to play her and how to handle different nodes and defenders. Z, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? How's it going? I know you had a lot of school stuff going on, dude. How's that coming along? How's that coming along? I really liked when you were telling us, though, about how it seemed like your school was making sure people were just giving their best effort, you know? And so kind of removing some of those penalties. So, Michael, right there, like that's a good example is obviously Drax existed in the game when I was playing Ghost more. But because of that first hit, I'm not totally sure on the timing here. So just little stuff like that. And then, of course, so many champions have come out since I used to play her. But, I mean, she's still Ghost, right? Not that Drax is that tough of a fight, especially when you can use the boost. But I think that's an example. She's incredible. She's amazing. They would really have to go out of their way to make nodes and things that she can't be used against, which of course they do. They have some success with that, and I'm glad they do. But yeah. Chris, can I run some Mysterio? I want to see her style playing him. Yeah, you know, I don't know if that will happen today, but I could definitely do it. I feel like Mysterio is a champion where it really depends on who you're fighting and what you need to get done for that node. Dilly, if you're familiar with Delithius in my battle group, often gets sent to take his rank 3 Mysterio against the Dominoes. It depends on who you're fighting and things like that. And he took her, I'm not going to remember the fight. I'm not going to remember the fight because I often fight her on the powerful from afar spite node on 7 in section 2. And it wasn't that. And it was really interesting what he did. Like I'm used to trying to rush to the SP3, then get that big. It's not technically a Fury, but a Fury, and then using that to apply the poisons. And he didn't do that. And then he used Mysterio to take on Spider-Ham, which can be a tough fight. And it was really cool because I had totally forgotten, although it makes complete sense, that Spider-Ham is a Spider-Verse champion. So he got the poison on Spider-Ham as fast as he possibly could, so Spider-Ham could not evade. So I think Mysterio, you know, there's definitely rotation and like an ideal situation if you're fighting Winter Soldier. But as I'm sure you know, Chris, as you advance in the game, how you fight Winter Soldier and how you fight an Act 6 node or an Act 7 lane or a war fight or something like that's going to be really different. And I think Mysterio, I think he's cool there. And well, I'll get this fight done. But the other thing with Mysterio is when he first came out, I know a lot of the talk was that you had to choose. You had to choose damage or the heal block. I think that got overstated a little bit, which tends to happen when a champion first comes out. And it's understandable. But I think it got overstated. I think it got overstated a little bit. You can definitely still get the heal block on. And still get your damage going up there. I don't think it's that bad. And it's a passive heal block. That's a big deal. I mean, that's part of what we love about Warlock. That's part of what we love about Warlock. What is your job? Be honest. So I've said it before. I run a very small private foundation. It's about as specific as I'll get on it. but I run a very small private foundation. It allows me a tremendous amount of flexibility. I purposely chose this career because I knew that I eventually wanted to have kids and be around them, and so it allows me a tremendous amount of flexibility. It is a lot of work, though. I spend a lot of work in the evenings after everyone's gone to bed and things like that. But I enjoy it. It feels good. It's very fulfilling. So thank you for asking. Roxas, he is fun to use. Pretty straightforward once you get his rotation down. Paul, you're talking about Mysterio? Okay, awesome. Do I think CGR is better than Corvus and Hyperion? Straight answer is no. We've had a lot of really fun discussions on that. And here's what is no, is I also won't say that I think Corvus is better, and I won't say that I think Hyperion is better. I'm continuing, as I do the champion rankings video, to really want to emphasize it's about tiers. The game is so complex now, and the defenders and the nodes, and you don't know what's going to come out, right? That I think all three of those champions, they're not the same champion, but it's going to completely depend on the defender and on the node. So if you ask me, hey, I got these three champions, which one should I rank up? I would be like, well, you know, what's your roster? What's challenging you for right now? And then, of course, because it is a game, what do you enjoy? Which do you enjoy? Which do you enjoy playing? Michael, interested to see Kingpin use more. I know you've been going through my... yeah, it's fun, right? Like, I'm glad you joined the Discord, dude, and have started asking. And I've seen you ask more than once. And, dude, do it. I mean, because I know that with these sorts of rank ups, I go back and forth. Like, right now, I'm considering taking Black Panther to rank 3 because I hope he's going to be great. He's a champion I would enjoy having at rank 3. But fortunately, some of you talked me off the ledge. I was about to do it before his buff even went live, and that would have been, that would have been a little crazy. Heavy didn't land there. All right, let's try to get that SP1, and let's see if we can get a little belly action here against Wolverine. Heavy's not going to go for him. You know, you would think with the belly like that, it would have a much bigger reach. It's got a decent reach. But I really would have loved it if like the belly like did a jiggle forward. I think it just would have been like that next level. It would have been that next level. It would have been awesome. Yeah, I would have liked it anyway. All right. 6-star hype would break the game. Yeah, I mean, that's how good I think Hyperion is. I don't think he would, though, any more than like Archangel. There's still situations where it would be a bit of a struggle to use him, but I think we would see, my guess is we'll see a Magic at 6-star before we see a Hyperion, especially because Hyperion just needs like the Sig level 1. That's all he really, truly needs. Z is correct. DLL did have an amazing Mysterio against Domino fight for this channel. You got to go back a ways, more than a few seasons, but that's true. Jay, hey, Vega, what's up, Vega? I'm recently learning map 7. I have Caustic Temper. Pass. Do you think 6-star Awakened Black Bolt is worthwhile R2 investment? No, no. I think if your current team's working for you, you should be fine. I used to take that lane, and what was the tough fight? It was Black Panther Civil War, right? If you're still in the chat, let me know if you're struggling with that fight at all. There's a little there. I can't recall. There's a little trick to playing. I think it's Hyperion. With that fight, and it was really helpful. So go ahead. I'll try to get through the chat here a little bit quicker. Havacrom, what's up? Thank you so much for 6 stars. I know. Try to move through. If I missed your question, don't feel bad asking it again. It's not spamming if you ask a question once or twice. It just takes a while to move through chat. Corvus, Eclipso, Corvus is too good to pass up. If you had to rank up one, it has to be Corvus. Corvus handles a lot of problems. Not that I was spending a tremendous amount of items in map 7, but I'm definitely spending less now that Corvus is a rank 3. He just hits so hard right out of the gate. And I don't enjoy timing out. So I'm someone who like, and also sometimes I'm just trying to fit an AQ fight in. I don't have time to time out. I just don't. I need that fight done. And so he's saving me some items. I really, really appreciate it a lot. It's weird how I appreciate a person who's not real. D-Boss, I still have not watched Breaking Bad. I heard it's really insane. It is very good. I almost gave up on it after the first couple episodes, and I'm really glad I didn't. Kingpin is such a beginner-friendly champion. I think he is. I think he is, and I think he's really, excuse me, I think he's really good. Cam has been doing a lot of exploration stuff. Pardon me for the voice here. If you're not familiar with Cam, MCoC, he's worth checking out for sure. And I think he did a whole video on Kingpin in the Act 7.2 beta. And so I would recommend checking that out if you're considering bringing up Kingpin. I think Cam did do a full like Kingpin team. And so if the lane, if you think Kingpin can take the whole lane, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing the full team, which would be Hood and then Mr. Sinister. And then also if evade is an issue, you know, those two daredevils are really helpful too. But you see the guy hits hard, the debuffs on him, he's very suicide friendly. You don't need to just throw the SB2. I actually like the SB3 depending on how your rage is stacking up and things like that. Duke, what is up, buddy? Thanks so much for stopping by. Zillium, yeah, so this is what I was talking about, like with plans, and like I would love to take up Black Panther, but it's who you enjoy. Is part of that for me is wanting to stay with really high prestige. I have the highest prestige in 4 Loki. I would love to stay there, but I could really see Clowniest Clown, for those who don't know him, and I could see Usafa both passing me over time, depending on how things go on. And part of it is I have my plan on how I'm going to try to stay high, and that would be a skill champion because I have so many 6-star skill 6 stones, and then also mystic. I have a lot of mystic. I think I have like close to 70, and in skill I have like close to 80. But if magic came out, I would take her to R3 in a heartbeat. If I got her, I have a mystic awakening gem. I would take her to R3 SIG 200 in a heartbeat, and I would worry about prestige another time. So if they pass me, they would pass me. Dada, is Hood really a demigod tier champion? So I don't know. I mean, I'm familiar with the idea of a demigod and so stuff like that. I'm not trying to be obtuse, at least not intentionally. But I have him ranked as a usable champion. I think I have him in my premium tier. He fits in well with these synergies, right? With Ghost and with Kingpin. Like, I love this team. I wish I could bring the team I have in right now all the time. And he has his uses. Like, well, here, watch. I'll probably play him terribly, but he's not bad. He's not bad. And especially if you need someone to land their staggers or something like that. His backdraft is pretty safe too. This isn't going to be the best example of him. Because there's no buffs or anything like that. But he's not a bad champion. And of course, I was talking about his backdraft light, and then it messes. And I know people who used him to defeat the 6.2 champion boss before he was nerfed. And then, of course, as you advance in your play with him too, like you saw, he did a little power steal, which I wasn't expecting. I had forgotten about that. One thing that I wish was different is his miss. It is not, it's only like 90% on a projectile, which is not enough to be completely reliable. And then you see there, I'm trying to land a parry, but because I think it's like a 40% chance to miss a contact attack, you end up just missing it. So there is some things that are kind of unreliable. I don't think he's an amazing champion. I don't want to overstate it, but I like him on this team because if there's ever a fight that you really need a Mystic for, he can handle the job. He can handle the job even with suicides. He'll get that 1 or 2 fights done for you. So try to catch up on the chat a little. Zero Frost Ninja, what's up? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Would a Black Widow Deadly Origins be a good first R3 option? So like for a Thronebreaker title? Yeah, I think so. She does tremendous damage. Her DPS is quite high. She can really dish it out. I don't think she's got a ton of the utility that you're looking for in like what I would consider my first 2 tiers of champions, but I think she's definitely a premium champion, if not a little bit better. She's like, if there was 6 tiers, she would be moved up a little bit in my rankings. She does tremendous damage. And then, you know, someone yesterday was asking about Iron Man Infinity War. And by the way they asked the question, I kind of felt like they did not want him to be their first R3. And so I said, you know, I didn't think it was a great idea. But by the way you're asking your question, I feel like, you know, you don't have a strong opinion, yes or no, on it to go on with. I think she'd be fine to get those Thronebreakers. Yeah, for sure. Jay, I'm still in chat. The Black Panther Civil War doesn't give me a difficult time. Okay, cool. So you've got that down. Because they bring in Medusa. Oh, you use Medusa for it, which makes sense. Parry Curse, Cascading Failure is a bit tricky. Yeah, Cascading Failure is a little difficult on that. I'm looking for a 1-2 hit combo option. I feel like, and this was back before when the global would accentuate certain classes and then, you know, as plus attack and minus attack for others. I feel like I used, there's a robot synergy. I think it's like Warlock and Ultron, I believe. Please confirm that though. And I remember even having Ultron and using him and kind of remembering it was a long time ago, but he used to be really fun in AQ because of the way his heal works. You could get significant healing even in 1 to 2 fights and really heal back up. Check that synergy though, but it provides the Fury buff that you're looking for. Dawkins, hey, Vega, thoughts on an R3 Dragonman versus Longshot? Ooh. I think that completely depends on what you need. I think Longshot is a misunderstood champion in this game, although I don't even fully always comprehend how to use him best. Dragonman, if you need dual immunity or a robot, I would say go Dragonman. I think if not, I would go with Longshot. Dragonman really does benefit from his SIG ability. If you're just looking for the dual immune without his SIG, he's fine. He's fine. He's quite good. Just play him patiently and then go in for the, you know, the big kill once you've got the opponent cornered. But if you're really looking like for the power control, you need that high SIG. So keep that in mind with Dragonman. As much as I like him, unfortunately, I'm becoming more and more aware of how important that SIG is for the power control, particularly against a Cosmic. Paul, you're asking me, but I won't rank 3 stealthy for prestige. I'm pretty sure that's directed at me. Yeah, because he'll increase my prestige by like 10 points, if that, just because of how stupidly high it is. Here, look, just check it out for those who don't know. That's my account's prestige. So he just really wouldn't increase it that much. I don't have a use for the champion. He's a good champion. That's a very particular situation for me, though. It's a very particular situation for me. In most cases, I would tell people to rank 3 stealthy without hesitation. Data, of course, yeah, no problem. Trying to move through. I think there's some people talking back and forth to each other. Jay, tip for Hood, letting the stagger expire results in a health steal on buff heavy and on buff defenders. Cool. Yeah, thank you. There's a lot about him that I just don't. It's just not at the front of my mind because I so rarely play him. For me, with this team, it's if there's like a Cosmic, often if there's like a Cosmic that I really need his skill set for, I'll go in and I'm sure I'm not maximizing him. Hey, Vega, if a more number of champions like Ghost or Quake realized, would it destroy the game? No, I think Quake is like, as much as I think Ghost is incredible and can do so much, I do think there's a difference between what she can do and what a really great Quake player can do. I feel like We talked about this yesterday a little bit. It is a fun discussion though. I think that I feel like Quake requires the people who design this game to truly look at nodes and things like that, especially in like Alliance War. Or not that Ghost doesn't, but I don't think it's to the same extent. That's my assumption. I could be very wrong, of course. So like a Cosmic Ghost Rider, I think is a great example where I don't think he's as good as Ghost in Quake. I don't. But I think he's one of the most recent, extremely dominant champions who can just dominate a fight and take it in a way that others can't. But he has his drawbacks. I really enjoyed using him this war. Excuse me again. Because I've gotten to take Cosmic Ghost Rider against a variety of nodes. A lot of them do manipulate your power. Like I took the Polka Dot Power Killmonger and I flubbed it up because I forgot the SP1 boost. But if you trigger his judgments in a certain way, you actually can gain a significant amount of power. I eventually did get to the SP2. And so I think there's ways of having to play him, but I think that takes a certain knowledge of the game and it takes a certain skill set. And so I think if champions like that are coming out, that's fine. The thing is even if you really mastered Cosmic Ghost Rider, like I think Munash took a fight with him in War the other day. I was just blown away by it. There's still certain things, even if you have that skill level, you just can't do with him. Whereas with Quake, there are significantly more nodes in fight you can take if you're good enough. And so I think that's where it starts to it starts to make it difficult on the game. Adrian, who's usually your team for AQ? Depends on what I think it's called variant we're running. Right now, I have a really easy team. I'm taking in rank 3 Corvus, my maxed out 5-star Gilly 99, and then Proxima for the evade synergy there for Corvus. I take like the shock lane, I think it is in section 1. Section 2, I honestly don't even know what it's called, but it's one that starts with Thor's sister. I can't think of her name at the moment. Maybe I used to have some concussion issues. But like Thor's sister's on it, and you just move through, you end up fighting an Iron Man, Infinity War, and a Wasp. And then in 3, I take the one where you get physical damage back. Again, struggling with names. I'm going to look this up because it's can't believe how badly I'm screwing with the names. So we were running Power to Cower today, which was a little frustrating with Gilly 99. Oh, so they're not going to be there. But so I take 100. There's a Yellow Jacket there. 93 is a Void. I can't think what's on 99, and then there's a Cap there at 98. So that's what I take. Rohi, I don't think I am that high. I think the prestige on the account is very high on a relative basis, but if you go to the 2 really big AQ alliances, being Relax and NY, they have some perfect prestige accounts. Perfect prestige being at R3, that would be Surfer, Doom, Sunspot, Thor, and I think Phoenix. I think that's who it is. And I just don't want to take up Thor, and I don't want to take up Phoenix. So, yeah. OP champ versus OP mechanics. Yeah, that's true. And then, yeah, throwing in the skill. Yo, Vega, been a minute. How are you? Dude, I'm doing well. Campo, how are you, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Quake requires a tendonitis disclaimer. Yeah, and I don't even really Quake very well at all, and I'm already developing tendonitis. No joke. No joke. I really started to notice it this season that something was up, and then I started having some pain, went to the doctor, and sure enough, I've got tendonitis. So yay, there's that. But I'm working through it. That's right. There is a Quake on that lane. Thank you for the reminder. But see, Corvus can even do that because he doesn't die. He doesn't die from the damage back. So that's what I'm talking about with Corvus, is that SIG ability of his is just so good. Trying to land a reparry there, but it's not sticking. I feel like Kingpin's a little odd in this quest. There might be something I'm not fully understanding. Sometimes his parries land, and sometimes they do not. Ooh, that was dangerous. For you Kingpin players out there, you probably learned that lesson yourself. Even though he goes unstoppable, they can still step you back. All right, let's see if we can finish this. Yeah, yeah. I'll explain that a little bit better, FTH. But you're right. There's probably a node here on Mr. Fantastic that I'm forgetting about too. Anyways, he's down. We'll move on. Namor. Is Namor above Phoenix? I guess we could just look that up. Is Gambit not worth rank 3 for prestige now? I would rank 3 him personally. I don't think he has a very high prestige. I think he has a high prestige at low sig. I believe Cam maybe even did that exact play, Paul. Here, let's go ahead and look these up. I will, well, I can, you guys won't be able to see it. But let's look that up right now. It's on, I'll pull up Aunt May here. Such a great site. We'll go to prestige. And let's see here. Rank 3, 6 stars. Yeah, you're right. Namor is above Phoenix. Thanks for pointing that out. I really appreciate that, Jacob. Thank you for pointing that out. And then Gambit is, I believe, pretty low on there. Well, he's 9. He's 9. So yeah, that's not terrible, is it? And I think what it is with him, though, is he's 13,607 at SIG 200, which is, yeah, that's not bad. You're right. Because even Apocalypse is 13.6. So there's really only 80 points separating them, which is not that much when you divide that over 5 champions, which is what your prestige is made up of. So yeah, you're right. And then you know what it definitely is, though? Is he is, I think he is the highest prestige of all the mutants at SIG 20. At SIG 20, he's 12,246, where Sunspot is 11,340. So that's like a 900 point difference, which is considerable. So yeah, that's a great point. Mr. Myers, thanks for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate that. I got to figure out how to bring those up on the chat. I do want to step up that game a little bit there, get a little better with the streaming and involving other screens, because that would have been more fun if everyone could have seen it. Campo, Namor will almost certainly have higher prestige than Sunspot at rank 4. Yeah, it seems like they're following the same 5-star same pattern as the 5 stars. Because if you look at, I think, rank 3, Sunspot is above Namor. That's one of my reasons why I really do want to try to get Professor X, or I think really Apocalypse, to SIG 200. So that way when rank 4 are a thing, I can bring them up instead. I believe Mr. DLL has joined the chat. Welcome. How are you doing? Maybe not.
I had it. Sorry.
That's all right.
I thought I was muted and unmuted, so I'm going to be muted because I'm eating, but okay. I'll be here.
All right. Thanks, buddy. All right. We'll continue to move through this right here. Uh, Jaw, it looks like you're talking about, I want an R3. Oh, Jay, R2 advice, please. Awaken Doc Ock, Awaken Dorm, Awaken Squirrel Girl, or Awaken Gladiator Hulk. If you like Doc Ock, I would go with him. If you want kind of what Squirrel Girl can do, and she can do some things. She's a nice evade counter, a nice auto block counter. She's also part of some really good synergy teams. I'd go with her. Dorm or Gladiator Hulk. You know, Gladiator Hulk, if you really need that niche that he can fill with the face me, he does have the nice heal block. So if you need that niche, then I'd go with that. Otherwise, I'd go Doc Ock. Learn how to play him. He can do some really cool stuff. Or Squirrel Girl. Jaw, who are you talking about, buds? I'm sorry, I can't find it up in the chat. That you want to rank 3 someone, but you're not sure if you should. Cool. People are saying hi to DLL. Trying to drink while playing is not a good idea.
Man, sometimes I'm really grateful for those special 3 animations.
That you can like put the phone down for a second or something?
No, I don't put the phone down, but that's my opening for, you know, sip of espresso, sip of tea, sip of water.
Aren't we the fancy liquid guys here?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose espresso is kind of fancy. I'm very lucky. I got a hand-me-down machine from my parents when they replaced their fancy espresso machine.
Hey, so in a few seconds, you're going to see Crossbones evade a whole special. It's really cool.
That's the worst.
Dreamin', I want you to know I have never banned anyone. But you are getting close, my friend. You're getting close. In fact, I don't think it's going to work out that well, but I want you to see what could happen to you. Let's check this out. I set this up a long time ago. I don't think it works, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to have some fun. Let's try it. There you go, Dreamin'. There you go. We'll bring out the old man for you if we have to, okay? All right. So for those of you that don't know, Dreamin', I've never banned anyone. For those that don't know, Dreamin' is a really cool dude in for Loki. Excellent player. Actually, him and DLL have known each other even longer than I've known either of them. And Dreamin' is enjoying taunting me with his massive, amazing skill roster, 6-star champions. I don't have Mole Man. I don't have Nick Fury. And he's enjoying it. And honestly, so am I. Cool. Duke is saying pinky up. I think I'm missing something, but I like it.
That was for our fancy drinks.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Pinky up. Yes, 100%. I love it. Yeah, I was so excited about the Maw graphic there, and then I've just never had a chance to use it, so I've never really thought about improving it. Also, come on, we all know the MCoC community. There's never drama. Everyone's always so nice. I have had a lot of fun getting back into Ghost. Not that I didn't realize how good she was, but getting to play her again has been really fun. I actually threw 26 stones into her. I emptied out my tech stash. Kind of figured that I wasn't going to pull a better tech champion anytime soon, so getting her up there was pretty good. I think I got her to 680. Worth it. Yeah, I think she's at 80. I am releasing these videos hold on then, because I'll do a fight.
Yeah.
I'm releasing some videos well after they've been recorded. I'm going on vacation this weekend. This is the weekend I'm going on vacation. So I've recorded some videos there, and I have some, they're mainly crystals. And there's some really crazy luck that's coming my way. But I think I'm finally done with the featured crystal. And so that's what made me think like, okay, I'm going to definitely put in the 6 stones into her. So, and then Dreamin', dude, your skill class puts mine to shame badly. Every time I do my champions rankings, I'm like, I only have 1 champion in this tier. Okay. All right. I'll get into this fight.
I was just gonna say, I spent like even using Ghost as my main in War for several seasons. I spent probably a year and a half with her at Sig either 60 or 80, somewhere in that region. And then all of a sudden I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna pull somebody else and instantly need to give it to them. They're not gonna affect my prestige because I'm moving towards 6 stars. I'll just do my best to max her out. And I think I fed her like 60 or 80 in one day. And
really?
I felt like a DBZ character who'd just taken weights off in a fight. It's the difference is amazing.
So I don't think you were here earlier. I was talking about Hood, and I really like his availability, but you can't fully rely on it because it's only 90%. And we just saw it. I was enjoying that he was missing Magneto's specials, and then of course Magneto lands one there. Kid with a gun, thank you so much for subscribing, buddy. I can't believe how long I spent not looking at the game, and I'm still alive, so that's good. So let's see again. So that one missed. So I mean, it's 90%, so it should be pretty reliable. But like in War, I just can't ever see me relying on it in War. And his I don't know what it is about his animations, but his backdraft light, it works really well. I can't think of the YouTuber's name. He did really good War videos. Idolist, I think it was Idolist. He did a nice video long time ago on Hood and was talking about his backdraft light. That was one of the first ones ever really got me to pay attention to that.
Yeah, this is a good one. The AI will even use it on you sometimes. And Dreamin' is 100% right. 90% is basically 0 if you're relying on it.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine me taking that into War and being like, sorry guys, Hood didn't miss on Magneto special. Oh well.
Yeah. Kind of like Reed has his evade bit, including a heightened ability or a heightened chance to evade against unblockable attacks, which is nice, but it is purely a like pull your butt out of the fire ability, because you compare it to like Spider-Gwen, who when she's facing unblockable specials and has a few charges, has over 100% chance to evade. That's nice, but I would never lean on it for Reed.
Is anyone having trouble with the game right now? Is this because the stream looks totally fine, so I don't believe it's an internet issue. DLL, you still there, buddy, or is my internet going down? I just don't realize it.
No, it seems to be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll read some chat.
Yeah, I had a bunch of slow stuff.
Argarwal, can anyone here teach me how to dex? So I will say that I am still having a little difficulty because they've changed the animations for the 2 different Magnetos. I know with one of them, the one that moves very slowly across the screen, I am much more comfortable with it if I'm up close to them. Because I think it's a much quicker evade. But I'm curious to hear everyone else.
I think you touched on the most important thing, because the one that Agarwal's asking about, the white mags L1, yellow mags L2 is the line of shrapnel or whatever that runs across the screen.
Yeah,
that one just is tough. And part of me wants to say it's earlier than you think, except if you go too early, you're just going to get smacked. And it's really just you need to you need to duel him and test it. I mean, obviously duel the white mags one because it's easier to go up against that specifically. What I meant by Vega touching on the key part there is that focus on distance. I would try and, isolate where is the timing when I'm right in front of him. And then I would try and isolate where is the timing when I'm on the other side of the screen. And then last, save for in the middle, because that's kind of the trickiest one. But I would look at it as those 3 distances and figure out your where to dex in all 3 of those. Because obviously it's only one dex. You either get it or you don't. There's not like any more complicated advice I can give.
Wet Noodle, yeah. Yellow Magneto's coming out next month. Don't worry about it.
Whatever. Isn't there yellow on his costume? I know there's red. But I don't know that.
Look, you're talking to the guy who misspeaks like 8 times in a video. So like, I
think I also sometimes just like associate the colors of the classes with their costumes, even though that doesn't make any sense.
No, that's a great save, by the way. I like that. Like, I can't wait to brutalize this blue Angela right now. You know what I mean? And I'll take in my darker blue ghost.
See, you say that, but it didn't feel weird to me when you said that. I was like, yeah, Angela's light blue. I mean, what's more important, the actual color on their costume or their class?
And again, dude, I've actually gotten to the point where for a while I was like, well, when I go back and do the editing on the video, I'll just make a joke out of it, because that's what I would do in real life. When I misspeak, I make a joke out of it because it's funny. But now I'm just like, I'm just going to let this one go. It is what it is.
Monkey, it doesn't look like you're blocked. I can see you.
You're blocked, buddy? No, I can see you.
He asked if he was blocked. He said hello, and he was also making fun of my yellow mags. Okay, I don't see any other.
Oh, I see it. Yellow mags? Yeah, I honestly don't think I've ever blocked anyone. And I definitely wouldn't block Monkey. I mean, yeah. What Noodle saying? The cue to Dex, that specialist, to do it when he raises his hand, but I still mess it up. I actually think too, like with it being different for the 2 mags, I think has added a layer of complexity to it for us just remembering these things. For me, anytime my muscle memory is messed with, especially like a node, that's where things get a little screwy. Like that's why Mixmaster for me is difficult. I took the is it like hazard shift or something like that? What's that? The lane 9 in section 1 called? It's just like,
yeah, that's it.
There's another harder hazard shift later in the map, right?
Yeah, it's the mini.
Yeah, so not that one. I didn't take that one, but I took that lane, and it was weird. It was my first time ever taking it. I don't know. It was just kind of interesting to be paying attention to that node so much in a war fight, like whether you could hit in or not, because I took in Warlock for one of the fights, and what am I doing?
Yeah, I took it for the first time in a very long time this last war, and for the first time not using Bree.
How'd it go?
And so I know exactly what you mean. It went pretty well. It was I actually only had the second one. Somebody else took the first one with probably Bree or Rolk. But there was an Arcus, and so I brought in Claire. And it went well, but there's just, kind of like you said, there's so much to pay attention to on that node. You're kind of in overdrive relative to normal.
You know what was cool is I'm enjoying this for Loki, especially this season, is like I have no confidence that there's a champion I'm going to get to use. Dreamin'? I blocked Mole Man though. Duke, what happened to Moxie? I don't know. I just don't see Moxie that much anymore. I assume he got busy. From his comments, what I recall, he had a pretty intense job. I feel like he would say that. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a while either. And yeah, I've blocked Fury and Mole Man apparently from my account, and I've done it very well. So I'm taking a variety of champions in each war, and I got assigned Warlock and Magic. There was some very specific fights that necessitated those two champions. And then I got assigned to that war and to that lane. And I think it was kind of like, well, look, you should be able to do this. And I had that free spot and I was fighting an Elsa Bloodstone on the first one. It's like, I can bring in Sunspot. This is going to be amazing because the node starts off with Incinerate. So like, not only would he be a good option for Elsa to begin with, but he was actually going to be accentuated by the node. And I enjoyed that I could hit into the defender at the beginning of the node as opposed to the next one I took with Warlock. And I had to kind of more bide time in the beginning, and we ended up on my side of the map. There's something going on with my connection with the game. My internet's running fine, though.
I was having a lot of trouble yesterday. Yeah, Duke and Wet Noodle are saying Rolk and Mephisto work well for that fight. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
However, I had to take a Terrax later, and neither of them are very good for him.
I think Karate Mike just did a video, and I think he destroyed it with Ghost. Yeah, this is weird. My connection was fine yesterday. I don't typically have. I'll get like a little server lag at times, but not like this. Because the internet's. I mean, obviously, if we're streaming, we're doing fine. Jeez, maybe the game's just down or something. Oh, is new content or just getting ready for next month, maybe, Paul?
What released?
Maybe next month, like they're starting to prepare stuff.
This would be pretty early.
Yeah.
Maybe they just should have done
Wait a minute.
Yesterday and didn't.
Does it not even have me in the quest anymore?
Oh, that's weird.
What the heck?
I wonder if they changed something in that quest and it messed with you.
Okay. That really just happened. That's the kind of thing that if someone in your line chat said that happened, half people would not believe them. But if they were streaming it, it's probably true. That was weird, huh?
Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure you didn't hit the red button? Do you know that takes you out of quests?
Yeah, Dreamin', you're right. Boycott time. Let's get this going. Everyone get their angry hats on. I'm never going to get that energy back. I think that was like 14 energy.
That's the equivalent of like 7 units. That's a big deal, man.
You got it. I particularly am enjoying lately taking Archangel against skill champions who, yeah, the game's just messed up. I mean, I normally would be signing off in a few minutes anyways, but clearly something's up. You guys can't see it yet, or maybe you will. But I mean, we're just the forums are going wild. Okay. Oh, Monkey's joking around. All right. Well, maybe we will lead the revolution. And we will start it in a few hours here because I got to take my break that I normally take. Looking forward to hanging out with my daughter. So, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. I apologize that this is how we're signing off. We're going to be signing off a minute or two early, but I think it would just be a bunch of frustration, to be honest. So, DLL, do you have anything you wanted to add?
Did we ever answer Michael's question about Warlock versus Ghost?
Oh, no.
First tech rank 4.
I didn't even see it. Warlock or Ghost? Who you think you'll rank for first is tech? It depends on how soon they're coming up. I'm obviously planning for it, so I'm interested in this sort of thing. As of right now, if Prestige was still my priority, which I think it will be, I would take Guardian. And that's because I took Guardian to SIG 200. I do really like him too. I think he's very useful. I enjoy playing him. So I think it would probably be him. And then we'll have to see what the meta's at and War and things like that, depending between Ghost and Warlock. As of right now, I get assigned Warlock, but I just took Ghost up, so there's not a lot of reason to assign me any Ghost fights.
Guardian would be awesome.
I think he'd be incredible, and I took him up to 200 with that. That was my intention with him. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by, DLL. We'll be back at it tomorrow, almost definitely. And thanks so much, everyone. I do appreciate it. Take care.
See y'all.